In the previous class, we have already discussed what is the use of print ideally and editor, and when to use the shell of your ideally, and at what time we have to go for editor. So if I want to conclude, if we have to test a simple statement once, then go for Python shell ideally, and if you want to execute more than one statement, then use editor, save the file and run module. But it is not always possible on our part to provide our answer by using simple statements like print, and sometimes we have to work with some values. For example, we need some calculation, and sometimes we have to display the answer depending on a condition. Let us consider an example. If you want to find out your result, then you have to provide a roll number, and depending on that roll number, the result will be displayed. If you will provide a correct roll number, then your result will be there. By mistake, if you have given a wrong roll number, then it simply say that roll number not found. So depending on the condition, if the condition becomes true or false, depending on that, it will display the result. So on the basis of that, we have to work with some values, and today in this class we will work with what type of values we are going to use, and these are indirectly or directly according to the programming language known as your data type. So today we are going to work with the different data types. So let me start. So as I said, we have to work with numbers. So these numbers are basically classified into two types according to the normal mathematics concept. So suppose I want to use 10, 15, 30, 200, 35. So this is one. Then 2.5, 3.14, 7.9, like this. So these are known as your numbers. So these numbers are whole numbers. These are your decimal numbers. So whole numbers uh, are known as your int in Python, or integer, and these decimal numbers are represented as float. So now the question is how I will know that this value is a floating number or a integer number. So for that we have to take the help of a function. Predefined function is available, and that the name of the function is type. So as I said, if any word is associated with an opening and closing bracket, then that is a function. So type function is used to display the type of data, the type of data. So for the time being, we will know the syntax as type, and within that we will provide a value. So let me show this answer by using ideally. So let me type IDLE. So this is giving the Python ideally or Python shell. So now here I will type this is 10. So now class int. So for the time being, don't worry what is class, why class is there. For the time being, just confirm that it is a group or it is a type of integer. So type 3.14, then it is floating type. So class means, for the time being, just confirm that it is a group of type group. So if you will provide 3.514, it is giving float, or instead of 3.14, if you will provide 7.9, again it will provide the answer as float. So the type of data whatever we are going to use is, one is your int and second one is your float. So sometimes you have to take the help of some name. For example, I just want to provide my name. This is Butle Sharma. Then if I want to provide my name, then I have to indicate that this is a name, and in case of Python, this is a letter, or I can say that B is a letter, U is a letter, R is a letter, L is a letter, E is a letter. So combination of letters are known as a string. So string is nothing but it is a combination of letters, or we can say that it is a combination of characters. So you can ask me a question, why, how it is characters? Suppose I just want to provide the roll number. So if I will provide a roll number like this, so I just want to provide a roll number as CS Computer Science 101. So C is an alphabet, S is an alphabet, 1 is a number, 0 is a number, 1 is a number. So the combination of individual is known as your combination of individual letters and numbers is again known as your string. Now again you can ask me, so in most of the time we are giving password. So whenever I want to use a password, suppose I want to use a password as PAT in capital, asterisk, the symbol, and then a question mark. So this is my password, for example. So now it is a combination of small letter P, small letter A, capital letter T, star, question mark are the symbols. So if I want to add a number, then for example the number I want to add, so it is 6. So combination of letter, number, symbol, etc. are known as your string. So now it is your choice how you want to form a string. As we are beginner, so just I want to take the string as a combination of letters. So I just want to print my name. For example, I just want to print Bulle. And if you want to represent any string, then you have to enclose them either in single quote or you have to represent that in double quote. It is your choice. So once you will write type and your name, then it will display the type of value. So this is type. Now I just want to provide my name in double quote. So now you will get str. Str is for string. So now type in single quote. Again, it is going to provide you a string answer. So now let me provide another type. So as I said, if you want to check your roll number, suppose this is your roll number. I don't know which roll number is there, and you want to compare that, you want to make a comparison that the roll number is equal to this roll number or not. If these two are equal, then you have to say a roll number will be displayed or result will be displayed, otherwise not. So when I am using a condition, the condition has to provide an yes answer or a no answer, yes answer or a no answer. And in case of yes, I can say that this answer is condition is true, evaluates to true, and in case of no, the condition evaluates to false. So in case of Python, the true, false or yes no values are known as your Boolean values. So we will discuss all in detail, but for the time being, just confirm that in Python there is a Boolean value which will always provide an answer in the form of true or false. So there is a Boolean value true, that is a reserved word. There is another Boolean value which is false. So if you will use type of true or false, type of true, type of true or false, then it will display the answer as Boolean, the type as Boolean. So let me type true. So once you will write true in this form, it is going to provide an error. What is the reason? The reason is you have to make the type as capital. So true as capital. So it is Boolean, B-O-O-L, and similarly type false in capital, otherwise it will generate an error as Boolean. So from this we can conclude that the different type of values or the data type, whatever we have to consider in our Python are, first is int. So let me write the data type for the time being. The rest of the data types, whatever be available, that we will discuss. First is int, second one is your float, third one is your str, and fourth one is bool. So bool is for Boolean, str is for your string, and float is for floating or decimal value, floating values, and int is for integer values. And remember, whenever you want to use boolean, then always you have to use true in capital T and false in capital F. So this true and false, if you will use along with type, you will simply get an error. So by using this data type, we will work with some examples in our next class. This much for this class. Thank you.